New developments in a case we've been following closely. The two men charged with impersonating federal agents are behind bars tonight. A judge still hasn't decided whether they will remain there until trial. We first told you about this last week when the FBI raided a pricey Navy Yard apartment building. Since then, we've been learning more about the men and their alleged plot to get close to U.S. Secret Service agents. Our Casey Nolan is live at the U.S. District Courthouse with the very latest now. And Casey, you heard the defense argue for their release, right?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, not only are they arguing that these men should be released until trial, they say the government should be embarrassed by how they have overblown the facts of this case. And so far, these two men are only charged with impersonating federal officers. For the past 2 years, prosecutors say Haider Ali and Ariane Taherazeh ran a, quote, elaborate scheme filled with deceit. They say the two convinced people they were federal agents when they in fact were not, including Secret Service agents on the president and vice president's security details. Part of the scheme, prosecutors say, is what the FBI seized at their Navy Yard apartment building, where, by the way, the two had the penthouse and 4 other apartments. They seized guns, ID making equipment, a scope that the prosecutors say could be used to spot for a sniper, and several fake IDs and business cards. But in the hearing today, attorneys for the two men told a very different story. One said that the real impersonation here is impersonating this case as a national security threat by prosecutors. They say their clients have no foreign connections like prosecutors have alleged. They said their clients are embarrassed that they were caught in their lies and have cooperated with authorities. Now, what the judge has to decide here is whether to release them before trial, something like perhaps a house arrest. The defense attorneys have said that their families in Virginia would take them in until trial. In fact, they said that at least one of the clients lived with his parents before he landed in that posh Navy Yard apartment, the penthouse and the other apartments. How they came up with the money for that, we have yet to hear either side say. We are expecting the judge to have a ruling on their detention by 4 o'clock tomorrow. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Casey Nolan, thank you. And you can trust WUSA 9 to keep you up to date on this investigation. You can see all of our coverage anytime on the WUSA 9 app or on our website, WUSA9.com. Okay.